Before we move on, you must remember that it only takes one man to meet a woman. But often women are in groups. The same rule applies. One man can meet one woman, but often, you go out in a group. Don't worry about your whole group. Who is your partner, your wingman? Let's figure this out before we move on. He should be a guy you trust, and share lots of laughs with. That's it, that's all it takes. If you can joke around with the guy, and you know he won't try to cock-block you, that's your wingman. Now, let's talk about how you are both going to get laid. Always go in solo. You or him doesn't matter. Just one at a time, with a 10-15 second interval before the other guy walks in. Trust. For advanced results, you need advanced tactics. You should both have a story about the other that indicates he is trustworthy. Know your story, and trust that your wingman knows his. When you are each in one-on-one conversations with your chosen girls, figure out a way to tell the story about your boy. So I remember I was at the public pool, and I didn't know how to swim. I wouldn't leave the shallow end. Brian noticed and asked me, "Dude, do you know how to swim?" I told him the truth. So he actually showed me. We probably looked totally gay in the public swimming pool, but after a couple laps in the shallow end, I could paddle to the deep end, and not drown. I love that guy so much. I'd trust him with anything, because that's the kind of guy he is. You should each have a story like this for your partner, because at some point, the girls will go off to commiserate, and they will decide on whether you and your wingman are good guys to be alone with. Sex tales. In the same way you told a story about your partner being trustworthy, you also want a story about him being great in bed, because of what you taught him. This way, you indirectly show that you are great in bed, but also that he is, and that's crucial, because the girls will commiserate, and if one guy is suspect, they will both call it a night. Your story must be based on the real principles of how to be good in bed. Most men don't know what it means to be good in bed. I've written a ton on this, but for brevity, just talk about how you love to learn how to please every new woman you are with, and since you taught your boy the same thing, he's been the multiple orgasm king. This girl told me that the best guys sexually are the ones who try to learn about her body and try to please her. So I started to adapt that mindset, and I love sex so much more because I love pleasing women. I told my boy, and he did that with his ex-girlfriend. I guess she was freaking out when he dumped her. She was really lame. But I'm good friends with a girl he hooked up with, and she told me he was the best she ever had. It's crazy. At the end of the night you need a plan for how to get each girl alone. You can tell your wingman to take the couch while you go to your room, or whatever, but the key to separating the girls is for each of you to tell them, "My boy wants to be alone with the other girl's name, but he's really shy and won't try anything unless she gives him a signal that she wants him to, but he definitely won't if we are around. He's a really private, respectful dude." This prevents so many potential issues, and creates a huge opportunity for you to escalate aggressively, to contrast with your shy friend. I don't even want to analyze this part, because I'll be talking for another 2 pages. Just do it, and email me about how well it worked.